What is the best way to learn geography? I've been learning geography for the past few years now, and this is a question that I still haven't quite answered, but at the very least, I think I can help. Something we should answer first is, what is geography? Well, the obvious answer is the study of the physical features of the Earth and its atmosphere, and of human activity as it affects and is affected by these, including the distribution of populations and resources, land use, and energy use. However, that dictionary definition is pretty boring and doesn't quite cover all the aspects that we typically see as geography. The way I see it, the study of geography is the study of the world, how it works primarily, the study of where and why. People learn geography for many different reasons, including to understand more about a culture of the world, to be able to rattle off thousands of little facts, or simply to destroy your friends and family at trivia. Geography has many different branches, covering all sorts of topics from all sorts of methods, but to truly learn it, you must understand how. That is the question we're looking to answer today. The first method I'm going to cover is YouTube. YouTube videos provide a fun and mostly introductory way to learn geography, whether it be topics on population density, a display of copious tasks of memorization, or full overviews of an entire country in 15 minutes. These videos are a great way to learn new things about the world instead of rotting your brain away staring at viral dance trends. Unfortunately, no matter how long you stare at a country on a map, committing every little label to memory, you will never really understand what it's like to be in those places, how their inhabitants live, and the history and events that took place to get it that way. That is an angle that watching YouTube videos excels at. Although there are many things that YouTube videos lack that will be made up for in other methods. The second method, of which I'm very familiar with, is memorization. This takes an approach that is certainly an acquired taste. I and plenty of other people find quite a bit of joy sitting down at the computer for hours on end, memorizing hundreds of names around the world, whether they be cities, subdivisions, or just basics like countries and flags. There are countless sites and resources to do this on, with quizzes for just about anything any sane human being would want to learn, from the countries of the world to all 6,000 settlements of Slovenia. This method makes up for its lack of insight and understanding and its sheer efficiency of learning, but can be very nice when coupled with other methods, as you'll see later. The third method I'd like to talk about is reading, and I know most of you just repulsed at the thought of reading to learn geography, but I promise it's not as bad as you think. When I say reading, I mean more into informational text like Wiki, which if you have the attention span to do, can actually be pretty beneficial. Reading through the Wikipedia pages of a country can actually provide with a pretty good mix of vocab, cultural understanding, insight, and visual understanding in the form of maps and images. Although this can be a great method, it does require a bit more active study, as to remember a lot of those vocab words, unless you have the memory of a supercomputer, you're going to have to start making flashcards of some sort, which can be a pain in the butt. I've tried this method, but honestly, I'm too lazy to make it work to its full extent. But if you have the time and motivation to sit down whenever you have free time and just read Wiki and review/make flashcards, this can be a pretty viable option. The last method I want to discuss is just immersing yourself in geography. Probably the best way to do this is to join a geography-related Discord. I actually started a Discord mostly for this purpose. I don't mean to advertise, but just joining a Discord like mine, which will be in the description, and chatting with people on there can provide a lot of fun information in a more passive but social way. You'll end up making some friends and feeling like geography is more of a community than just a subject, which I love about it. Discords like mine can also have many features to make geography learning more fun, such as weekly quizzes, daily essays about random cities, subdivisions, and physical features around the world, as well as many geography trivia chatbots that allow you to compete with other members. While this method is great, I wouldn't recommend it being your sole way of learning. Since it is fun and definitely improves your overall learning experience, it isn't super efficient for learning purposes, and should be treated more as a way to share and enhance your learning. Overall, the best method for learning is to do a bit of everything. Experiment around with what is for you, mix and match all sorts of methods, and after you find out what you like the best, make that your primary method, whilst also doing the rest passively in the background. If you think there are some other points or methods I missed, feel free to let me know in the comments. But before I sign off, I would like to mention that I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers before summer, so I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribed and liked the video and all that other jazz. And if you enjoyed, you might enjoy some of the other videos right over here. Have a good one, everybody, and as always,